Have you ever wondered what might be hidden under the thick, icy blanket of Antarctica? It's a vast frozen frontier, largely untouched and unexplored. Beneath the ice, preserved for millions of years, there are secrets of our Earth's history and perhaps even mysteries of life beyond our planet. From the remains of gigantic dinosaurs that roamed during a bygone warm period, sea creatures that defy imagination, to woolly mammoths perfectly preserved in ice and Antarctic wolves that have evolved to survive the cold. But even more intriguing are the tales of potential alien life trapped in the vast expanses of ice. What if the great frozen desert of the South is guarding the secrets of extraterrestrial visitors? Strap in, because we're about to dive deep beneath the ice and discover the chilling secrets of Antarctica. Did you know that Antarctica wasn't always the ice-laden landscape we see today? Indeed, there was a time when this now frigid continent was teeming with life, and yes, that includes dinosaurs. Millions of years ago, during the Mesozoic era, Antarctica was part of the supercontinent known as Gondwana, alongside what are now South America, Africa, India, and Australia. During this time, Antarctica was a lush forested region filled with a diverse array of prehistoric animals, including dinosaurs. The discovery of the first dinosaur remains in Antarctica was made on James Ross Island in 1986. These were the bones of the Antarctic Cryolophosaurus, a large theropod dinosaur that lived during the early Jurassic period. This predator, whose name means frozen crested lizard, could grow up to 6.5 meters long. Then there was the Antarctic hadrosaur, a herbivorous dinosaur discovered in the late Cretaceous deposits of the James Ross Basin. The discovery of the hadrosaur remains in 1998 was significant, as it suggested that these animals could have lived in polar regions year-round, enduring months of winter darkness and likely cold conditions. A more recent discovery in 2016 was the first ever fossilized dinosaur feathers in the southern hemisphere, found on Vega Island in Antarctica. This finding further reinforced the fact that a diverse range of dinosaurs once roamed this now icy landscape. The discoveries of these dinosaur remains, along with many other species of prehistoric plants and animals, has provided scientists with invaluable information about life on Earth during the Mesozoic era, and about the drastic climatic changes that have occurred on our planet over millions of years. Let's plunge into the depths of the Antarctic waters for a moment. This icy frontier is home to a surprisingly diverse array of life, many of which seem almost alien in their adaptations to this frigid environment. But among these organisms, the ones that truly catch our attention are the sea creatures from the distant past. Frozen in the Antarctic ice, we have found evidence of creatures that no longer roam our seas. These fossils tell a fascinating story about the Earth's past and the life that once thrived here. Among these discoveries are remnants of long-extinct marine creatures, each offering a tantalizing glimpse into the prehistoric world. One notable find is the colossal carnivorous sea spider Colossendes, a genus that was once much larger than their present-day counterparts. An ancestor of this massive spider was discovered in Antarctica, its body reaching a staggering 90 centimeters across, making it one of the most massive sea spiders to ever exist. To put this into perspective, the largest sea spiders today only reach a span of about 70 centimeters. Then there are the ichthyosaurs, marine reptiles that roamed the oceans during the era of the dinosaurs. Fossil remnants of these aquatic beasts have been found in the Antarctic, including an impressive specimen that measured a whopping 5 meters long. Finally, we can't forget about the numerous varieties of ancient fish that once swam in these icy waters. Among the most impressive are the Devonian-aged armored fish, whose fossilized remains give us a fascinating insight into the Earth's early marine ecosystems. These discoveries are not just relics from the past. They provide valuable information about the Earth's prehistoric climates, helping scientists model and predict the planet's future in the face of modern climate change. Life in the Antarctic may seem limited to a handful of specialized species, but as these ancient marine fossils reveal, this desolate landscape was once teeming with life in its most exotic forms. Let's journey from the past to the realm of speculative science fiction, or perhaps not so speculative after all. For years, rumors and conjecture have circulated about the possible existence of extraterrestrial technology hidden deep beneath the Antarctic ice. For many, these tales are the stuff of science fiction. But what if there's more to the story? Researchers from various fields have noted some highly unusual findings in Antarctica, which could imply the presence of something not of this Earth. Satellite images have revealed peculiar anomalies under the ice, structures that seem too precise and symmetrical to be naturally occurring. More intriguing still are the eyewitness testimonies from military personnel and researchers who claim to have seen unidentified flying objects, UFOs, in the area. These testimonies often coincide with instances of unexplained equipment malfunctions and missing time, phenomena often associated with UFO encounters. Even more tantalizing are stories about Operation High Jump, a post-World War II United States Navy operation in Antarctica. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that the real purpose of this operation was to find and possibly engage with extraterrestrial technology hidden under the ice. These theories gained additional traction with the release of declassified FBI documents in which an informant reported about flying saucers recovered in New Mexico. These saucers were described as being equipped with radiant energy devices, which aligns with Bob Lazar's claims about recovered extraterrestrial technology. Could a similar recovery operation have occurred in the Antarctic? Let's turn our attention to a creature that's synonymous with the Ice Age, the woolly mammoth. Now, you might think these gigantic furry beasts were exclusive to the northern climes of Siberia and North America, but prepare to be surprised. Scientists have found evidence of what appear to be the woolly mammoth's distant relatives in the southernmost part of the world, Antarctica. This comes as a shock to many, as the image of these mammoth beasts lumbering through a snow-blanketed landscape is so ingrained in our minds. Yet here's where it gets fascinating. Around 40 million years ago, during the Eocene epoch, the climate was much warmer than it is today. There were no polar ice caps, and instead of icy deserts, these regions were covered with forests. This warmer climate would have provided pathways for these giant beasts to traverse the globe, including what we now know as Antarctica. Fossils uncovered in this icy desert have given scientists reason to believe that a mammoth-like creature once roamed here. These include fossilized teeth and bone fragments that bear a striking similarity to those of the woolly mammoth. But here's the twist. These Antarctic mammoths would have been isolated from their northern cousins for millions of years. In this icy environment, they could have evolved different adaptations, possibly becoming a unique species entirely. It's like a woolly mammoth, but not as we know it. This extraordinary find rewrites what we know about these fascinating creatures and demonstrates that even in the harshest environments, life finds a way. The Antarctic woolly mammoth reminds us that Earth's past was a vastly different world, holding secrets we're only beginning to uncover. Let's shift our focus from the gigantic to the canine. In the white wilderness of Antarctica, remnants of an extinct wolf species have been discovered, named the Antarctic wolf. This discovery is both curious and confounding. Why, you might ask? Well, because Antarctica is not known to have ever been a habitat for large mammals, especially not during the era this wolf is believed to have lived. The Antarctic wolf is a relatively recent discovery, found in the mid-20th century by a team of explorers. The specimens discovered were well preserved in the East, a canine time capsule providing a fascinating snapshot of life in the Pleistocene era. They're thought to have been about the size of a modern grey wolf, with a powerful build adapted for survival in harsh conditions. But what was a wolf doing in Antarctica, a land of perpetual ice and snow? It's believed that this wolf species migrated to the continent during a period of lower sea levels, possibly during an ice age when Antarctica was connected to South America via a land bridge. They would have hunted the prehistoric herbivores of the time, much like their counterparts in other parts of the world. The real question is how they managed to survive in such an inhospitable environment. Were they adapted to withstand the extreme cold? Or did they have a particularly thick coat or a specialized diet? The answers to these questions remain a mystery, but with each new find, we're able to piece together a more complete picture of this lost species and its life in the Antarctic wilderness. Ultimately, the discovery of the Antarctic wolf demonstrates the resilience of life, its ability to adapt and thrive in even the most challenging of environments. And just like the other frozen relics we've discussed, it offers a tantalizing glimpse into the rich tapestry of life that once existed in the frozen heart of Antarctica. Marsupials, those fascinating creatures we often associate with Australia's outback, have also made an unexpected appearance in the most unlikely of places, Antarctica. And I'm not just talking about a single species. Several extinct marsupial species related to modern-day wombats and kangaroos have been found preserved in Antarctica's ice. These discoveries were made in the late 1980s and early 1990s, when a team of paleontologists stumbled upon fossilized remains of marsupials in the Transantarctic mountains. The remains were of a species named Antarctodolops dahlii. But how did marsupials, more commonly associated with warmer climates, end up in the deep freeze of Antarctica? One theory proposes that during the time these marsupials lived, roughly 40 million years ago, Antarctica had a much warmer climate. It was a time when Antarctica was still attached to Australia as part of the supercontinent Gondwana, and it was covered in lush forests, making it a paradise for marsupials. As the continents drifted apart and Antarctica moved towards the South Pole, the climate changed dramatically. It became colder and eventually turned into the icy desert we know today. But before this drastic climate change, marsupials thrived, grazing on the verdant vegetation and avoiding predators. Discoveries like these are crucial in understanding the history of life on Earth. They highlight how our planet has changed over time, shaping the evolution and distribution of species. The Antarctic marsupials offer a unique perspective on how creatures adapt to their environment and the impact of climate and geographical shifts on biodiversity. It's fascinating, isn't it? How a place we associate with extreme cold and barren landscapes was once home to these diverse and complex organisms. And there you have it. From ancient marsupials that call into question our understanding of historical climates to tantalizing hints of alien mysteries, Antarctica is more than just a frozen wasteland. It's a time capsule, a treasure trove of natural history, and possibly even a beacon for life beyond our own planet. As we continue to explore and learn more about this vast icy desert, we discover that our planet is even more fascinating and complex than we could have ever imagined. And who knows, the next big discovery could be just beneath our feet, waiting to be unearthed from the ice. And as always, thanks for watching.